Hello everyone, welcome back. Here we go again. Well, I got an interesting one for you today. I am out for my first flounder fishing trip of the season. I haven't been able to get out yet. It's just kicking off. Starting to catch some fish that I'm hearing in Boston, so I'm up in my neck of the woods and I thought I'd try a spot that usually produces a few fish. However, here's the catch. The twist on today's episode is I can't get any sea worms locally that I know of. I could go dig my own, I just don't have the time. So I am going to do something that I did as a kid and I've told people works for years, and I'm going to use worms, regular old earthworms, dillies to be specific, and I'm going to come out here and catch some flounder on dillies. I got the new Autopilot 136 rocking and rolling. Going to see how well that performs in this in these tidal areas and try to catch a few fish to take home to eat. Hope you enjoy it. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. There we have it, good old dillies. White perch, gold right here. Let's see if I can't talk a flounder or two into eating them. Forgot how to use worm. Lively. So this is a 2-hook flounder rig. You buy them at the bait shops around here. I like these high-low flounder rigs better than spreaders. Spreaders are okay. They work best when you're anchored up and chumming and waiting for the fish to come to you, but I'm gonna drift. So I'm not going to use spreaders. So just thread the worm on. Cover the whole hook. And you can leave a little bit hanging off. Doesn't hurt. We're going to give them a chance to climb on when they do bite. Now I am using earthworms, and you can use just earthworms. However, I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to use a little bit of this Flounder Pounder Procure bait here. Scent has some glitter in it. Sight is a big thing with these fish. That up. All right. See, I got the iPilot going already. I'm gonna just drift down through this slow area here, or kind of in behind. There's a sandbar right up in here. And I'm just gonna go up this way and then drift back. See what happens. I'll hit these moorings pretty closer to high tide when the current slows down a little bit. Kind of behind this sandbar, out of the main current, kind of flowing around this way and hitting that edge there. This is sort of an eddy. It's just slowed down. You can't see this sandbar. It sticks out at low tide. And it drops right off into a nice deep hole here. Didn't expect this much wind, but it's okay. Trick with flounder is they'll congregate. There'll be a certain area that they're feeding in, and you just gotta find them. Find that spot where they're hanging out. That's often the hard part. It's just locating the fish. Once you find them, you usually catch them pretty good. Now when these are winter flounders, so you may watch videos of people catching fluke, summer flounder, or southern flounder, and see them throwing jigs and plastics and gulp. These winter flounder have very small mouths, and that's why the long shank hook. When they bite, they just nibble, just real quick, tap-tap-tap. But they don't always get it right away, so a lot of times when you feel that tap-tap-tap, you just wait and let them climb on, and then just lift. You don't really have to give it much of a hook set, because they'll have that hook all the way in their mouth. But it's just a matter of waiting until you feel that bite. All I'm doing is drifting, letting my sinker drag along the bottom. They're primarily sight feeders, these flounder. So they'll see it and come over to investigate. Hopefully eat it. Well, I have been struggling without a single bite. The spot lock. This is nice. Finally, just got whacked by this little guy. I'm not sure if he's a keeper or not, but right along the edge, the current's just starting to slow down a little bit. This guy just whacked it. I don't think he's a keeper. Boy, he got some energy. He's gonna get close. They have to be 12 inches to keep them. Whew, they ever work for that one. Little bump board back here. Uh-oh. Flounder on earthworms. Oh, he's just barely gonna make it. Alright. In the catch bag he's gonna go. Unless I drop him. Okay, so this catch bag, everybody's gonna ask about this bag, this floating live well. This was made by a company called Today's Tackle, and they no longer make these. I think I have the last two in existence. I wish they still made them, but they don't, and it floats. However, Clam makes an floating ice live well. It's one of these bags, but it's about this long and probably 8 inches wide. Work really well. It's the same thing as this, but not quite as wide, and it's a lot longer. Well, number one, gonna go make this same drift again. There's oftentimes fish right in the same area, but I don't know if you can see this sandbar right in here. The water was not very deep, maybe 8 feet where I caught that fish. But they like these moorings. They like to sit, they like structure. They like to sit next to things out of the current. So I'm just gonna make this drift back down through here again. I think this drops off right here, this sandbar. Current's just starting to slow down a little bit, which is a good thing. Figure as I come out here on one of the highest tides of the season. They like to congregate, so it's not a given, but oftentimes once you find them, you can get 2 or 3 in the same area. Sometimes I'll get a whole limit. So the minimum length limit in New Hampshire is 12 inches for a winter flounder, which that last one was just at the limit. And the bag limit is 8 fish a day. And I have caught my limit all in one small area before. The fish just get holed up. Let's see, drift by this mooring right here. Let's see what happens. This is about the area that I caught that last one. See if there's another one hanging around here. There's usually something, food, current. Sometimes it's water depth, depending on the temperature. When the water's warmer, a deep hole will hold some fish. They say you can't catch flounder on earthworms. It's early and the water's still pretty cold, but when they're hungry, they'll eat. Got him. Oh, this might be a little bit better one. Around the same size, but I can't really tell right now. Pulling real hard. I'm not in much water. Feel like it might be a keeper. I only have about a 6-pound test leader on here, so I don't want to muscle them too hard because they are. Oh, this is bigger than the last one. They are strong. Maybe not. About the same size. That's the one thing with this area that I'm in right now is a lot of shorts in here. Some other spots that I like to fish near here. And, oh no, that's a better fish. It's definitely a keeper. Tide's just going slack and these fish must be just starting to move off of their structure. Oh yeah, that's definitely a keeper. Nice. Be a nice meal. Oh, there's some good eating fish. Nice one. Plus the tide and the wind is barely pushing me along. So I've just been using the spot lock or the Minn Kota just on half throttle, well, not half throttle, but you know, you can go in half increments, just on half. It's moving me along nice enough to keep me going. And then once the tide turns, it's going to be against the wind. I'm going to need the motor to keep me going with the tide. I'm pretty sure the wind's probably going to push me against the tide. And the one thing that I found with these drifting for winter flounder is catch a lot more fish if your drift is with the tide, with the current. Sometimes the wind does blow you against the current. Yeah, so I think it's already starting to turn a little bit. Yep, tide's already turned, starting to head back out. Okay, I don't know how you measure success, but I came out here to catch some flounder on earthworms, and I did just that. Fishing wasn't great. The water's still a little bit cold. The wind was blowing a lot harder than forecast, and it made things tricky. Thank God for the autopilot. That thing was a gem in this tidal creek with the wind. Really worth its weight in gold. Do me a favor, real quick, while you're right there, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell right next to it. That helps me out a lot. I appreciate that. And yeah, I'll put affiliate links and links to all my gear in the description below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Hope you enjoyed it.